I got 30 minutes. The topic today is going to be Devin Haney versus Regis Prograis. Word on the street is his performance was overrated. Here's what we know. We know that Regis has slow feet. That's what we know. So when you factor that into the equation, yeah, the performance was a little bit overrated. But you also got to look at his history as a competitor. He fought Lomachenko. Loma got fast feet. So Devin fought somebody with slow feet who was a southpaw. He fought somebody with fast feet who was a southpaw. And it was the same result. He whooped both their ass. So we can't say the performance was necessarily overrated when you factor in his body of work. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you're in here, make sure you liking the live. But that's a topic. That's a conversation. Was Devin Haney's performance against Regis Prograis overrated? Cap, no one has done that to Regis. Thank you. Regis fought Josh Taylor. He lost by what? Decision. He fought Haney. He lost by decision, but Haney put his ass on the canvas, and Haney almost dropped him twice. The power is looking strong at 140. We only got 30 minutes until the bus comes, so if you want to come on up, come up. Not even Taylor dropped Regis. That's facts. The reason why I'm having this live is because over on my YouTube page, they were saying Devin Haney's performance is overrated. Is Regis Prograis the fastest man in the world? No. Does he have flat feet, slow feet? No. I mean, yes, he does have slow feet. However, Lomachenko had fast feet and fast hands. Lomachenko throws combinations. The nexus point, the connection that I want y'all to get is this. People are saying that Devin can't beat Tank based off his performance against Regis because Tank isn't slow like Regis. That's true. Tank is fast as hell, athletic as hell. Regis slow. But Loma is fast. Loma throws more punches than Tank. But when you 5'9" like Devin Haney with long legs and fast feet, and you going up against guys with a 67-inch reach, a 5'5", 5'6" dude with a 67-inch reach, you have to cover the ground. You have to cover the distance. Lomachenko had to cover Devin's distance. It took him 10 rounds to do it. And Loma throws more punches than Tank. So how long is it going to take Tank to cover the distance between him and Devin Haney? Is he going to be able to cover the distance? Loma is better than Tank for real. Tank just has more power. Look, I've been saying for a long time, somebody asked what's in the background. This is in the background. I've been saying for a long time, Loma, one-on-one, one fight, Loma will beat Tank. He's at the grocery store. No, I'm at work. I'm waiting on the bus. So while I'm waiting, we're going to go live. We're going to get this fucking content. You at the gym or work? I'm at work. But yeah, if you want to come up. If you're here, make sure you're liking the live. But back to the point. People saying this. They're saying that Devin Haney's performance is overrated. I say I disagree. Prograis is slow. He's slow on his feet. But Loma was fast. Devin dominated Loma. It took Loma 10 rounds just to get started. Just for him to be able to reach that man, Devin Haney, who has a 71-inch reach, who's 5'9" with fast feet. And Loma throw more punches than Tank. So I'm not the smartest man in the world, but if it took Loma 10 rounds to do that, just to land a couple punches and get a couple good rounds, I don't think Tank gonna be able to catch Devin at all. Because Tank don't even throw that many punches. So you think Devin beat Tank? Yeah. Somebody said, I love your content. Thank you, I appreciate it. Tank has the intimidation factor. We both know that it's a mental game as well. Why would Devin be intimidated by Tank? Devin been calling Tank out, and Devin is looking strong at 140. Tank is a small fighter. He is a small guy at 140. That's why he struggled with Barrios. Barrios got slow feet. He still struggled with Barrios because Barrios is much bigger than him. So why would Devin be intimidated? Tank is the best. I don't know about all that. You think Errol is finished? No, Errol, he got a rematch already scheduled. He made $30 million his last fight. How the hell he finished? He's always been known as a heavy hitter, that's why. This is the thing, bro. Tank is such a heavy hitter, but Isaac Cruz got in the ring with him and he didn't get knocked out. So if he ain't knocked out Cruz, Devin bigger than Cruz. He barely knocked out Barrios. Barrios' feet was slow, so Barrios had to stand there and take that ass with him. Devin don't got to stand there. Devin know how to box and move. Why do people think everybody's scared of Tank? Exactly. That's because the average person, they don't box, so when they see somebody knocking somebody out, they get scared. and they project that fear on everybody else. So they think because they scared of Tank, everybody's scared of Tank. But Devin not scared of Tank. Devin been calling everybody out. Tank was scared of Lomachenko, in my opinion, because he could have been fought Loma. He ain't fight him. Devin did fight Loma. When you 5'5" with a 67-inch reach, there's only so much you could do in that ring as you start to move up in weight class. Pitbull not scared of Tank either. Yeah, Pitbull wasn't scared of Tank. Pitbull lost. He got outboxed, but he wasn't scared, and he didn't get knocked out. So Tank got good power, great power, not good power, but not everybody gonna be beat by just power at the highest level. We got 20 minutes. They always talking about Dev got exposed by Loma. Ain't that the best fight in the best? Facts. Dev didn't get exposed. Dev just fought one of the most skilled fighters in the world. So he wasn't gonna be dominant, even if he won. If he would have dominated Loma, that would have put him in a whole other field. He got the W, but he didn't dominate. So people was looking at it like a loss. Plus, Devin not charismatic. So when you're not charismatic, they're gonna be on your ass. Every mistake you make is gonna be magnified. What's your take on Garcia? You talking about Ryan Garcia or Hector Garcia? It's like, I know you talking about Ryan. My take on Ryan is that he got a great social media following, and as long as they match him up well, he could be able to make a lot of money in the sport. But Ryan, he's not a top dog, bro. He's not a top 10 fighter in his weight class. But he's number one as far as marketability. So as long as they match him up good, he could make money. He don't got to be getting knocked out by the top guys. He could avoid them into the end. Then at the end, they can match him up with Tank again. He can get knocked out and then he can retire. But at least he made money from the sport. What do you think of Tio and Matias? That'd be a great fight. I don't know who's gonna win. Let's get back to the point, though. Does Devin Haney's performance against Regis Prograis, does that give him a better chance to beat Tank or a worse chance? A lot of people saying that performance don't count because Regis slow. So what y'all think? I agree. I think it gives him a much better chance. At the end of the day, Regis is a larger man than Tank. Devin dominated him. I got Haney if Tank don't put a rehydration clause. He can't. Devin already said he will never accept a rehydration clause. They said Devin walking into the ring at damn near 165. I think that's an exaggeration. This is another thing I want to touch on. Do y'all believe Devin Haney is a weight bully? Abdullah Mason or Kid Austin? Who would you have winning right now? I don't know who Kid Austin is. I know about Mason. They said no. I think Devin at 135 was a weight bully, and it showed because he started getting tired in fights. That means that he was draining himself too much. But at 140, I don't think he's a weight bully. I also don't think he's going into the ring at 165. I think probably close to 160, but it's a lot of fighters doing that. David Benavidez coming in the ring on fight night damn near 200 pounds. Don't nobody say shit. So if y'all not criticizing all of the weight bullies, what's the point of criticizing Devin? That's my take on it. Canelo was a weight bully when he fought Floyd. The fight was at 154. Canelo weighed in that night at 165 and probably was in the ring at 170. Floyd weighed in that night at 152. And we saw what happened. Floyd still dominated. So if Tank is a pay-per-view star that he says he is, I don't want to hear about no rehydration clause, bro. You're going to have to get in there with a fighter that's bigger than you, just like Pernell Whitaker had to do, just like Floyd had to do, just like all the greats had to do, and prove it. Yeah, Tank be walking around heavy too, bro. He be chubby. People are already pushing Haney to fight Boots. Hey, everybody that's liking the live, thank you. I appreciate that. King Lay Low, I appreciate that. Unpopular opinion, I hate how Benavidez fight. What do you hate about Benavidez's style? I love his style. His style is action-packed. But the thing about Benavidez, when you fight like that, you're going to meet your maker. Benavidez, he like Errol Spence in a way where they're using the same style over and over. So when you use the same style, you're going to run into somebody that got more in their gauntlet. They got more tricks in their bag, and you're not be able to use the same style. You're going to have to adapt. So if you're not able to adapt, you're going to die. Just like in the wild, just like in the jungle. If you don't adapt, you die. Benavidez needs to fight at 175. Yeah, but he would have been moved up to 175, but Canelo won't give him a fight. If y'all in here, make sure you liking the live. So Benavidez can't move to 175 because Canelo won't give him a fight. Canelo been running from the man for 4 years. So Canelo is holding up the boxing world right now. His fans don't be wanting to give him real flack. And that's what happened when you got too many ass kissers. Tank can't have no heavyweight. What you mean Tank can't take no heavyweight? He's not supposed to try to fight a heavyweight. He a lightweight. No one want to talk about how Rolly posted a pic on the scale and weighed 180 and he was at 135. Yeah, when Tank knocked out Rolly, that was him knocking out another fighter that was larger than him. If Rolly had more skill, he probably would have won because he was so much larger than Tank. So I ain't knocking Tank. He be knocking out dudes bigger than him. It's just that Devin is bigger than him and Devin might be just as skilled as him. So when the bigger guy has skills as well, you're probably going to lose that matchup. Bro, Benavidez ain't beating Canelo. Canelo didn't beat Bivol. Bivol's a light heavyweight. We all know Benavidez really supposed to be fighting that light heavyweight. He'll be too big and too aggressive for Canelo. Canelo wouldn't even challenge Benavidez. Canelo, he too small for them boys. I hate to break it to you. Is Canelo all-time great? Yeah, but will he beat David Benavidez? Hell no. You saw what Benavidez did to Andre. I thought Andre was going to do better. Andre got his ass stopped for the first time in his career. An Olympian got stopped. David was too big for Andre. It'd be the same thing with Canelo. Devin got skill, but Tank got skill and power. Listen, Devin's power at 140 is different now. Y'all got to accept that. Regis got put on his ass by Devin Haney. If Devin Haney had a different mentality, Regis would have got stopped by him. But Devin is a pure boxer, so when he hurts you, he don't try to finish you off. He understands that he could win without taking no risks. He grew up watching 35-year-old Floyd Mayweather. That's a style that he chooses to fight with. It may be deemed a boring style to some people, but that's an efficient style and an effective style. Devin like Tim Duncan. You know what I mean? He's not going to dunk on you, but he going to, put up 30 and 20 using finesse, using the backboard. That's Devin Haney. Benavidez will beat Canelo and outwork him, get the unanimous decision, and most likely going to get dropped. Bruh, if Canelo fight Benavidez, there's a chance that Canelo might get stopped. Bivol had enough power to hurt Canelo, but he ain't have an aggressive mindset. Benavidez coming in there to put people in the hospital. That's why Canelo been running for him for all these years. Matter of fact, that's going to be my next live because there seems to be a lot of interest around that fight. But, yeah, nobody dropping Canelo. Canelo almost got dropped by, whatchamacallit brother? Cotto brother. So what you talking about? But that was before Canelo was on all them steroids and stuff too, so he a different guy now. But he almost got dropped by Cotto brother. What's his name? Jose Cotto? Yeah, so anybody can get dropped, bro. They're human. 8 pounds of pressure, your ass to be on the floor. Benavidez didn't drop Plant, and Canelo knocked him out. When Benavidez and Caleb Plant fought, Caleb Plant asked for the biggest ring that he could because he knew that he was going to be Usain Bolt. He knew that he was going to be a white Usain Bolt, and he knew he was going to be running all night. Another thing Benavidez did that Andre should have did, not Benavidez, Plant. Plant knew that he was going to be running all night, so he asked for the biggest ring he could get. He got it approved by the commission. Another thing he did was clinch. He clinched from round 2 to round 12. And once round 12 came, he started trying to act like he was trying to win. He was all bloodied up and shit, but Plant didn't come to win. He came to survive. That's why he did survive. And the referee didn't stop him from all that holding. That's why the fight went as long as it went. When he fought Canelo, the ring wasn't that big, so he had less place to run. He had less places to cut corners. Thank you. The ref was stopping Plant from getting knocked out. And when you looked at the DraftKings and you looked at the FanDuel, it was a lot of money riding on that fight going 12 rounds. So the fix was in. The fix was in on that fight. Benavidez still could have stopped him, but it was a lot of factors. It's not just about the power. But you saw how Benavidez did Andre, bro. Look, y'all know what Benavidez is coming with. And Benavidez was weak in the fight against Plant because somebody tried to give him some pizza with laxatives and stuff in it. So they tried to fuck up his digestive system. So he came into the fight weak because he came into the fight after having the bubble guts. But that's his fault because he ate food from a place that he didn't even know who delivered the food. That was him being a fat ass. You know, he grew up fat, so he still got some bad habits. Canelo will win Benavidez scorecard by 1 round. Hell no. If Canelo fight Benavidez, he getting stopped. You heard it here first. I don't think they ever gonna fight. I think Canelo gonna run from that man like Forrest Gump. But if he ever had a cojones to get in there with David Benavidez, mark my words, his ass gonna get stopped. He would have got stopped in a Bivol fight, but Bivol don't have an aggressive mentality. If he would have fight Beterbiev, a fight that we know would never gonna happen, he wouldn't only get stopped, but he'd be uncautious. But Benavidez, his aggression and his size, his combinations and his fearlessness, that's all it's gonna take. He gonna stop Canelo, bro. And all the Mexican fans, it's gonna be like Dia de los Muertos, bro. It's gonna be like the Day of the Dead for y'all. Y'all gonna be sorry as hell. Y'all gonna be sad, but you can't stop it. In September they gonna fight. Hell no. Canelo would never fight that man. Regis and Hitchens, aka Lord Africa, said that he would beat Tio and make it look easy. He might. Hitchens is a dangerous fighter, and he's taller and bigger than all of those guys. Hitchens remind me of, not style-wise, but just like thematically, the dude that beat Roy Jones, the bald-headed black dude. I can't think of his name. Damn, I can't think of his name. Fucking Antonio Tarver. Yeah, Antonio Tarver. My man said, any more excuses tonight, Roy? His just remind me of Antonio Tarver, somebody that's lengthy and athletic and that actually know how to box. But as talented as he is, a lot of fans don't really know who he is on a casual level. So just like Antonio Tarver, a lot of people didn't know Antonio Tarver on a casual level. And to this day, Antonio Tarver, he could walk into the mall and nobody gonna recognize him. He's gonna look like a regular bald head, milk dud black man. But he could fight his ass off. Hitchens, aka Lord Africa, he could fight his ass off. King Lay Low, thanks for sharing the live, bruh. Hitchens not trying to fight Matias for the IBF belt. Have you heard what he said recently? A lot of people not trying to fight Matias. Matias caught a body in the ring. You wouldn't be trying to fight Matias, bruh. Not only, listen, if you fight Matias, not only are you going to risk losing your life because he already done killed somebody in the boxing ring, but you're not even going to make that much money because Matias is Hispanic and he don't speak English, so he don't know how to really market himself to the American audience. When he talk trash, when he talk shit, they need to get a translator so it don't hit the same. So that's why a lot of people don't want to fight Matias. They're going to get their ass whooped and they're not going to get a big check, so it's not worth it. Matias needs somebody like Paul Bearer, like how Undertaker had Paul Bearer. He need a hype man. Well, they need to get Flavor Flav ass out of retirement. He could Flavor Flav could be the hype man for Matias, bruh. Bring his old ass out of retirement. But Matias needs a hype man. He needs somebody to talk trash for him in order to market him. Thoughts on Nick Ball? Bro, I don't be knowing all of these boxers. Cause I box myself and then I'm working and shit. That's where I'm at right now. I'm at Amazon. So I don't be having time to watch all the fights like y'all. I'm not solely a consumer. Devin versus Jerron. Devin is too small for Jerron. He's too small for Bud. When Devin said he going to 147, that's probably will be the first time in his career that he cherry picks. Because he cannot fight the top dogs at 147. He's too small. Devin need to wait until his body develop more. Because Devin only like 24, 25. When Devin 32, 33, he going to have that grown man strength. Then he can go to 147. It's a difference between somebody being tall and somebody being strong, bro. Devin just tall. He linky. Man, I'm telling you, watch some Nick Ball highlights. You won't regret it. If I get time, I'll watch it, bro. I might have to make that a live idea as well, but Devin can't go to 147 right now and really fight real competition. Devin is still developing as a man. His strength, he's not as strong as he need to be. I'll give you an example. You could go watch a video of him and Terrence Crawford wrestling. Terrence Crawford was treating him like a little boy because Crawford 36 years old. So when you 36, your strength different than when you in your 20s. It's just different. Unless you a genetic anomaly like some dudes be strong in their 20s. Like who that basketball player? The one that can't stop eating? Zion. So Zion, he been stronger than 30-year-olds since he was like 16. But that's a genetic anomaly. Devin not a genetic anomaly. He just athletic. He not super special in that way, so he can't go up to 147 right now. Yeah, he can't hang at 147. It'll be a total shutout. Facts. What you think about Shakur? Shakur like that, but Shakur, he need to make a fight with a big person, with a big IBJ. Who the hell is IBJ? Jerron, my fave. What you think about him and Bud? I think Bud would be in this because of the experience. I think Bud would be in this because of the experience. If Ennis would have fight Bud, he'd be wrestling that'd be a crazy fight. He could still win though. He real talented. Besides David Benavidez, who beating Canelo? David Morrell fuck around and beat Canelo. Right now, 168 is getting more talented overnight, and Canelo undersized. Canelo got flat feet. He's slow. He only throw a couple of punches. He getting old. He always had stamina problems. He in his early 30s, so his stamina worse than it's ever been. In his last fight, he fought a man that was jumping up 2 weight classes. So he's not even accustomed to taking those big shots right now. Him fighting Jermell Charlo, it looked good, but in the long run, it's going to work against him. But yeah, Canelo, his career, he on the other side of it for real. His career is almost over. That's why he took that 3-fight deal with PBC. He about to hang it up. It's just a matter of who the hell he going to hang it up with. If he hang it up with Benavidez, he going to hang it up getting stopped. That'll be his, he'll finish his career like 68, 2-3. And that'd be, and the last one to be by stoppage. Out of those 3 losses, the last loss would be by stoppage. Canelo gonna fight Berlanga. Don't nobody want to see that shit. Nobody want to see Canelo and Berlanga. Nobody wanted to see Canelo and Triple G for the 3rd time. I really didn't want to see Canelo versus Jermell Charlo. Y'all people, the Mexican fan base, y'all need to put the pressure on that mug and make him fight David Benavidez, or at least David Morrell. Somebody that's large and athletic, where we're going to see some back and forth. We're gonna not know who's gonna win. I'm tired of watching Canelo fight people that we know he's gonna beat. That's why Canelo not doing pay-per-view numbers like that, because there's no suspense in his fights. We know he gonna win. We know he fighting somebody he better than. That's cowardice. I feel he get too much credit for beating Morrell. I mean, look, Canelo's supposed to beat Morrell, but Morrell's so athletic and tall and shit, it'd be a great fight. So you can't really discredit him. Now, he's not supposed to beat Benavidez because Benavidez is a young lion. The old lion not really supposed to beat the young lion. Every once in a while that happens if the old lion know how to maintain a certain level of fitness and they got a certain boxing IQ. Like when Floyd fought Canelo, but Canelo, he not Floyd. He don't have that IQ and his feet slow. So if he fight David Benavidez, it's sayonara for his career. That's it for him. He getting stopped. How do I become great like Floyd or Canelo in life? Not boxing. I don't know, you gotta go ask them. I can only tell you how to be great like me. Canelo will beat David Benavidez. I got money on that. Don't bet the money with me because you're gonna lose, bro. There's no way Canelo beating David. There's no way. Ain't that much steroids in the world. Canelo too small. He too small. How do I be great like KJI? Man, I don't know, man. You gotta be born with it. Virgil versus Spence at 154. I got Spence. That'd be a great fight too. So after Spence fight Bud, if he want to continue his career, he should fight Virgil. David does have the power like Canelo. David got more power than Canelo. What do you mean by overrated? Oh, I'm not saying that the performance was overrated. You just got to the live. I'm saying that word on the street is the performance was overrated and we shouldn't use it as a barometer to say whether or not he's going to beat Tank or Shakur. But I disagree with that. I believe that because Devin already fought Lomachenko, he already has his stripes to say that he could fight fast southpaw. So just because he fought a slow southpaw, we can't discredit his victory. He's already proven himself against one of the most skilled fighters in the world. Not only did he fight Loma, unlike Tank and Shakur, but he beat him. Why are you ignoring my comment? I'm not ignoring your comment. You gotta understand I'm talking, I'm multitasking. So I don't even know what comment you're talking about. And other people are commenting. Like if I don't read your comment, that means I probably ain't see it. I got 10 minutes and I'm gonna jump on this bus. He should fight Tank. He should fight Tank. I'm pretty sure he's trying to fight Tank, but I don't think Tank won that fight. Haney is better than them all. I don't know if he's more naturally talented, but I know he's a harder worker, so he's gonna go very far. You need this chair, or you? All right.
Will you leave? Can you just add it to the table?
Yeah, no problem. Barrios or Ryan? Barrios. Damn, that's a great fight. That's actually a really good fight for Ryan because we know Barrios isn't top tier, and Ryan is a C-class fighter at best right now. So that's a great fight. I don't know who will win that fight. We got to get you a card, Brody. Yeah, I mean, I don't give a damn. I jump on the good old MTA. Teofimo beats everybody except for Haney. Nah, bruh. Nah, Teofimo could get knocked out by Tank. And Shakur could run circles around. Shakur got a style where he could slow the fight game down, use his feet, clinch, jab, and move. Like Shakur fight like a early 1900s fighter, bro. Like a lot of clinching. He know how to control distance. He know how to jump in and out. And he got real high IQ, great defense. So he know how to really make it boring and win. So I don't think Teo would beat Shakur. I don't think Teo would beat Tank or Haney. Ortiz might beat Teo. Yeah, he might. I bet Teo could beat Tank if he come in motivated. I don't know. Tank is one of the most motivated fighters once he signed a contract because from my perspective, he fight off of fear, or he trains off of fear. Like, he don't want to lose so bad. So that's what motivates him to get in shape. Outside of that, Tank, he be kind of out of shape. He be kind of chubby. But once he signs a contract, he's worried about losing so much, and that motivates him to really put his best foot forward. And that's a good thing. So Shakur not an active fighter. Shakur is an active fighter because Shakur want to fight big names, but the big names don't want to fight him because they know they're going to lose. Like Isaac Cruz, he turned down Shakur fight. Shakur should have accepted the 25% from Devin, though. That's what he fucked up at. But a lot of guys, they're not going to fight Shakur. They know that they're going to lose that fight. They're not going to make that much money. Shakur is real fast on his feet. Shakur don't want to... Shakur a runner. I mean, you can call him what you want to call him, but he's a runner and a winner. He didn't offer Pitbull enough money. Pitbull isn't no pay-per-view star like that. He's not no attraction. He should have took whatever he was offered and tried to beat him. That's what it's about at the end of the day. Because the more you win against big names, the more your name is going to get out there. Especially Pitbull being a Hispanic fighter, Mexican or whatever. So him beating Shakur, that would have been real big for his career. Yeah, Frank Martin, he shouldn't have turned down the fight either. All these guys trying to act like they something that they not. They trying to act like they Floyd and shit. No. None of y'all are really known by casuals except for a couple of guys. So that means you need to take as many fights as possible against somebody else with a name. Or start rapping and singing or something. Do something where you can cross over to the casual audience. Other than that, you can't be turning down fights. Frank Martin versus Raymond Martella. I don't know nothing about Raymond. The Lions didn't look bad. Charlo Spence and Frank, yeah, they looking bad. Oh, you're right. The Derrick James camp, I'm not going to say the Lions then because that's more of a Charlo brothers theme. But the Derrick James camp, they are looking bad, bro. The heavyweight division is one of the most overrated divisions right now. The heavyweight division is suffering because in America, all the 200, 230-pound black men, they grew up to play football and basketball. Nobody's growing up to box. So that means there is a dearth, a lack in talent at the heavyweight division. It's never going to be like it was in the 50s. Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao, 2024. Nobody won't come on, bro. First off, Floyd's still in shape. Pacquiao, no. Nobody want to see that shit anyway, though. Floyd was an outlier. We will never see another pay-per-view star like that. I mean, they may come another pay-per-view star. It's just that pay-per-view stars, they come few and far in between. So it'd be like the next 15 years, the next 20 years. Like, Ali was major. Tyson was major. Then come Floyd. You got to wait a little bit for a true star. The reason why Floyd was special, though, is because not only was he a pay-per-view star, but he also was one of the best in the world. A lot of the pay-per-view stars don't really be the best in the world. Like Ali, he was never the best boxer in the world. Except for maybe in the 60s when he was fast as hell. But when Ali was a pay-per-view star, he was getting his ass whooped. He was losing to Ken Norton. He lost to Joe Frazier. He barely beat Foreman. But he was a star, though, but he wasn't the most skilled in the world. Same thing with Tyson. Tyson was a phenomenal pay-per-view star, but every time Tyson stepped up in competition, he lost. So Floyd, he was a star, but he also was the most skilled, and that's what made him different. So I don't know if we ever going to see that again when the pay-per-view star is really the best fighter in the world. Most of the time, they don't. Like, most of the time, people like who they like. You can't force somebody to have charisma. Haney might be the best lightweight in the world or the best guy at 140 in the world, but he's not nowhere near as charismatic as Floyd, so he's not a pay-per-view star. but he's showing the best resume and showing some of the best skills on the most difficult stages. What's the outcome in Spence Bud rematch at 54? Bud gonna win on the most difficult stages. What's the outcome in Spence Bud rematch at 54? Bud gonna win. We got about 8 minutes. Haney needs to hire a marketing director. He can't hire a marketing director, or he could just keep on doing him. Not everybody gonna be remembered the same, and that's a problem in the boxing world. Everybody is trying to replicate what Floyd Mayweather did. I think it's best for boxers to be themselves. You trying to be somebody else, you're gonna fail. Haney being himself right now. He's successful. He beat Loma, went up to 140, beat Regis, who was a belt holder and respectable at 140. Some people had him as a top guy at 140. Just because he's not marketable don't mean shit. He's still doing his job inside of the ring. And he's forming a legacy to where real boxing fans, when they look back, they're going to say, damn, this dude was better than Tank. This dude was better than Shakur. Because they're going to look at who he's fighting. The only way that Shakur and Tank going to be able to catch Haney is to literally fight him in the ring to prove that they better. But if they never fight, people are going to say Haney was better because he was fighting harder competition. That's what boxing here is going to say. In the streets, people that don't really follow the sport, they're going to say Tank because of the knockouts. How is getting a amateur? What the hell is an amateur? My man say A-M-A-C-H-E-R. I ain't never see amateur spelled like that. If you want to get an amateur fight, you got to get a coach that signed up with USA Boxing, train with them, and then he'll take you to the little events. But all of the events are on USABoxing.org. You see the different events. You can go to them. Shakur versus Haney is never happening. Bro, these fights got to happen. If these guys don't fight each other, it'll be basically boxing is riding on these young men back. So if none of these lightweights ever fight each other, boxing is dead. It's just that simple. Like, nobody want to see them keep fighting other people. We want to see Haney Tank, Haney Shakur, Shakur Tank. You know what I mean? Tank Shakur. That's what we want to see. Frank Martin, throw his ass up in there. And then you got all these other lightweights and shit. Abdullah Mason, Floyd Schofield. Like, it's a bunch of talent. So they should all be fighting each other, man. People need to stop acting like every time they fight, they're going to make $5 million. You're not. Unless you're a marketing genius, unless you putting in the legwork outside of the ring, you're not going to be making $5 million to fight cab drivers. Who you got, Nello or Bud? Bud too small for Canelo. He'll probably get stopped. People made more money fighting Cabrera than Shakur offered him. It don't matter. People didn't fight Shakur because of the money. It wasn't because of the money. He knew he was going to lose. His feet slow. People who could fight, he tough, but he got a basic-ass game plan. He fight in a straight line. He got slow feet. So when he fight black fighters, all they going to do is box and move, and he going to lose after 12 rounds. So if he can't knock you out and you're a black fighter, you got fast feet, he going to take an L. He learned that in the Tank Davis fight. So he said, why would I fight another one of these slick black fighters and then be chasing them around the damn ring, getting jabbed in my face all night? That's why he ain't fight Shakur. Don't let him trick you with talking about the money. What's overrated about Devin versus Regis? Nothing overrated about it. I was just saying what people in the streets were saying. I already explained that early in the live. And I'm about to be off the live in like 5 minutes. Well, it was good to build his resume. Yeah, it would have been good to build his resume, but Shakur know he gonna lose. Yeah, hella Mexican fighters are flat-footed. Facts. That's why I believe Salvador Sanchez had that black up in him, boy. Salvador Sanchez, his great-grandfather had to look like me. There ain't no way that motherfucker, he was doing the sauce and the bachata up in that bit. Benavidez versus Canelo. Benavidez already said he would stop Canelo. He would stop Canelo in 10 rounds. What are your thoughts on Manny Pacquiao? Manny Pacquiao is like Roy Jones, great athlete and a steroid user. Yeah, and Salvador had that pro. Somebody in the comment section said that he right. Rolly, old man rematch. The old man was beating Rolly, but the old man, his career is over, and they not marketing through the old man. So boxing is business. Rolly, they know that they making millions off of Rolly's personality. Is Rolly a top tier fighter? No. Is he a second tier fighter? No. He a third tier fighter at lightweight and at 140. He's a third tier. But guess what? It's another third tier fighter out there with a big ass fan base who can't really box that well, but he can sell good. His name is Ryan Garcia. So Rolly and Ryan, they could fight, make a bunch of money, look sloppy as hell, and make a bunch of money. A lot of fighters, they don't get paid for looking sloppy. So shout out to them for being able to make money without being the top in their class. It's not flat-footedness. It's because Mexican fighters sit down on their punches more. No. Some Mexican fighters hit hard, most of them don't. They're flat-footed, so the way that they adapt is this. They learn how to fight on the inside, and they learn how to work with the body and genetics that they have. And they real tough. They tough as nails, and they work hard. That's their gift. The old man just won the title eliminator. He not taking step-aside money. Damn. If the old man got to fight, if Rolly got to fight the old man again, that's going to be bad for Rolly. We already seen that. Mexican fighters don't have a jab. I can't say that. It is Mexican fighters that do have a jab. It's just that they prefer to throw power shots. You could watch, even on TikTok, you could go watch when you go into a Mexican gym, they show the kids fighting and developing. They sit right in front of each other and they punch. That's how they built their pain tolerance. That's how they built their punch resistance. That's how they built their moves and shit. That's how they learn how to fight. They learn how to fight, you know, on some machismo shit, mano y mano. But some of them, they do develop a jab. Old man knocked out the Davies guy in the first round. Oscar was mad as hell. Yeah. But yeah, yo, I'm out. I gotta go catch this bus. Full live replay gonna be available on YouTube in a couple hours. Yeah.